Guatemala arrested on arson charges. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement telling us that he's here legally, but it's his prior record that my next guest has some issues with. Syndicated columnist Michelle Malkin and William Gheen, the president of Americans for Legal Immigration. Michelle, what's bothering you about this case?
Well, a lot of times the immigration status of these suspects is very murky, and although he may be here legally now, it's not clear how he got into the country in the first place. There are a lot of illegal aliens from South and Central America who've gotten amnesty over the years, or who came in under a program called the Temporary Protected Status Program, overstayed, and then have been able to gain legal status through who knows whatever means. I think there's a larger point here, too, about the immigration angle and the wildfires, that, of course, uncontrolled massive immigration touches every aspect of life in the country, and particularly in Southern California. So whether you're in an emergency situation like they are now with the wildfires, or in regular everyday life, illegal immigration and massive uncontrolled immigration has an impact. And it is not beyond reasonable, decent discourse to point this out. There are thousands of
But he was here legally,
right?
He was here legally.
That is what ICE is saying now. But as I'm saying, with immigration history of a lot of these suspects, and anybody who deals with crime and public safety issues in Southern California will tell you, when you don't control your borders and when you haven't been enforcing your immigration laws, and remember that San Diego is a sanctuary city, you don't know the backgrounds of the people that are there. And it's enough to deal with the problems that are native-born in Southern California without having to import more headaches.
William, what do you make of that argument that though he was here legally, it would appear to be under less than legitimate circumstances?
Well, the suspect that they have...
Go ahead,
well,
William.
All right, Catalino Pineda, who Michelle was talking about, was already serving, was on probation for prior offenses of unwarranted calls to law enforcement and emergency personnel. So even if he was here legally at the time of his arrest for this arson attempt, why didn't ICE put a detainer on him before? And right now, ICE does not have an immigration hold on Pineda. We'd like them to apply that. Also, there is another suspect, Gorgonio Nava, who has been arrested for starting fires, and Immigration and Customs Enforcement, we have confirmed, does have a hold on him. He is either an illegal alien or he is a visa revocation. Two things we'd like for your viewers to know about, Neil, is that according to the Washington Times, the drug and human smuggling gangs have been intentionally setting forest fires in Arizona to distract Border Patrol. Illegal alien campfires have also been a problem. We don't have any tie between those and the Southern California fires at this time, but we'd like to look into that. And also, according to the Los Angeles Times, when the Border Patrol had to abandon the station, the crossing station just east of San Diego, as soon as they left, someone cut the chains on the gates with wire cutters, and a large number of illegal aliens rushed into the country when that Border Patrol station had been surrounded by fire. So we want authorities to look into the drug smuggler, illegal alien component here. We'd like to know if anybody arrested for arson has any type of immigration complications, and we'd like for Immigration and Customs Enforcement to explain to us why Catalino Pineda is still in the country after prior conviction.
Michelle, then, finally, what do you think of that possibility? No one has proven this, by the way. It's been charged a great deal that it is possible these fires were set to distract authorities and get their eye off the border. What do you make of that?
I don't know what the deal is there, but I definitely think it should be looked into. And, you know, the fact is that these states of emergencies lay bare lawlessness that already exists. And it's a tragedy all the way around because, you know, you have thousands of illegal alien migrants and agricultural workers who live in the San Diego hillsides and canyons. They're affected by this, too. There were a number of scorched bodies that were found in some of these migrant camps. And the question goes back to local law enforcement officials and government officials there. Why did you tolerate this? Why did you allow this in the first place? If these people don't belong here in the first place, they shouldn't be here. It would, and, you know, all of this stuff just compounds the tragedy and emergency that already exists.
All right, guys, I want to thank you both. We'll keep a very close eye on this. Appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks, Neil.